2. Go close the door. Alright. He better not be looking for his gift.
What's wrong with you? Ew.
Cheesecake. Hello everybody, and welcome to NezoJourneys. I'm your friendly neighborhood Zoe, and of course, I'm coming to you with another personal video. Today we are going to learn how to cook, or bake rather, a cheesecake. NezoJourneys style. Which means anything could happen. We could add too much ingredients, we could add too little. Either way, it's gonna come out just right. So sit back, relax, and enjoy as I try to make a great cheesecake. As you guys can see, since I've left Italy for vacation, I've sort of forgotten how to open a wine bottle. But after struggling, I have figured it out. It's time to celebrate. It's time to celebrate the fact that we are here with family and we are making cheesecake, and it's a Monday and I'm not at work. These are all things to be thankful for this Christmas. Our subscribers are gonna clown me for
Not knowing how to open wine and being in Italy for you?
yes,
Yeah.
precisely what you just said. And Zane's gonna get scared when it does its little poppin' thing. I can fix this.
Pull it and then you use the sides to pull it up, and then you push the sides down.
Ha 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 ha. Yeah. All right. Toast up to friendship and family and no more cousin Ricky's. Yeah. Who saw that episode? That episode was very important. Okay. One for my wife behind the camera. One for my mom behind the camera. And compliments to the chef. Merry Christmas, NezoJourneys. Ground yourselves. Thank you. Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so first thing we want, guys, is some cream cheese, right? You gotta get cream cheese, because if you don't have cream cheese, what do you have? You just have a cake. And you don't just want a cake, you want a cheesecake. Cream cheese. So, we're actually gonna use 2 of these because I'm trying to make more than one cheesecake. So, go ahead and empty out the whole thing. Don't hold back. You know, just get all of that out of there. Every last bit of it. You guys might be thinking, oh man, that's a lot of cream cheese. Be quiet, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm the chef here. I'm the Gordon Ramsay in this hotel room right now.
This is a resort.
This resort room right now. I am a food critic, not a hotel critic, ma'am.
Resort.
2 containers of cream cheese. And if it's Christmas time, don't forget, the Santa hat is essential. Okay, so you want to go ahead and continue adding cream cheese. Yes, all this cream cheese. Get it all in there. Yes, all of it. Not some of it, all of it. Because when we get all of it, That is success. Yes. Yes. No, not really. That's not very professional, camera woman.
I was holding it in.
Okay, so next we want sugar. Now, this might look a little bit ridiculous, but it's very Zane. This might look a little bit ridiculous, but we're gonna need a lot of this. You literally need that much. And we're gonna take this and we're gonna start mixing it in. We're gonna start mixing it in. Because when we mix it in, we absorb the sugar into the cream cheese. Now, also, while we're doing this, we want to take some heavy whipping cream. Heavy whipping cream. It should come in a container just like this. So, we're opening that up. And we're gonna pour some of that in there. And that should be enough right there. Should be about all you need. I'm not giving you guys measurements because this is NezoJourneys. And we just do things. We do things off the rail. We do things you never expect. Why? Why not? See, what's important is keeping you guys on your toes. You guys should know what's coming. I gave you measurements, you know exactly what I'm putting in here. That's not the spirit of NezoJourneys. Now you see, you want to mix the bowl. You want to mix the cream cheese into the bowl like so. And you want to continue mixing and continue mixing. Mr. Baby.
I think he's trying to gather his life together. He's mixing. He's mixing like daddy. He's learning. No, he was not just sitting on the counter by himself. His Nona has him.
Now, what we are going to do right now is add two things. One, flour. We want to add our flour right now. Now we need to add eggs later, but I will tell you later why we are not adding that right this second. Very important. So we're putting flour in there, not too much, just enough to give it that cakey texture of thickness. Because the point of the flour is when it gets into the oven, it needs to have something that's going to make it rise. And the flour is that thing that will make it rise. So, what I'm also going to do with the flour in here is add a little bit more whipping cream just to get the flour to sort of mix in with everything else. So we're doing that, mixing things in. Make sure you mix this in very well. So now what I'm going to add is a little bit of salt. I don't think anything's coming out. Ah, there's a sticker on this one. Now we are going to add a bit of salt. Okay, not too much. You don't want any high blood pressure around here. And we are going to add a little bit of vanilla extract. Now this can differ for whatever you guys want. If you guys want a different flavor, if you guys want, lemon or chocolate or something like that, this is where your different flavoring comes in. We just want to make the regular New York style right now.
Cooking with the family.
So we're gonna take this and just load it just like that. That's it. And cap that back. And we're gonna go ahead and mix that in. Okay, so now here comes that last part that I was mentioning earlier. As you notice, there is one main ingredient that I haven't added when you're making any cake of any kind, and that is my eggs. Now, what you're gonna want is 4 eggs. You want 4 eggs. So, what you wanna do, and this is very important. So, I'm gonna take your egg. My wife showed me how to do this and I'm already messing it up.
Oh no.
And
I'll show you how to do that.
we're gonna let one in there. The way she showed me is making me nervous, so I'm just gonna...
Would you like me to do it?
Okay, so now I'm mixing in the rest of the egg. Once again, we still want to see some yellow in there. And then we go to our next one, and hopefully it comes out better than the last 2 have. Ooh, no shell. Take that one, and we mix that one in too. So the key is, when you mix it in, you don't want it to mix all the way, which is hard to explain, but basically, as soon as you don't see any yellow anymore, you want to stop. Because if you mix it too much, it'll mess up the whole thing. I wouldn't have known that had I not watched the entire tutorial. Okay, and then again, the last egg, so that makes 4. As you can see, everything's becoming a little bit less thick, easier to mix around. And now I can just keep going until I don't see any more egg. Still see a little bit of yellow. Okay, now we're about done. Okay, so that's all to it for the actual mixing part. But now, there's more. I need my wife to come over here. Babe, no!
What?
Why are you doing that? I was about to tell them. Back up, back up. This ain't your cooking show.
Go ahead.
Eyes on me. So y'all, now it's time to bake. Now you gotta put your oven on 350. So that's what we're gonna do now. 350. Hit it again. Or not. Actually, this is one of them ovens, you hit it one time and you good?
Yeah.
So we'll just wait for that to preheat. I'm gonna open this thing up. And we'll cut back when this thing is preheated and ready to go. Actually, no, we have one more step before, so let's get to that. So now, I made 3, hopefully I made enough for 3 of these. But I bought 3 from the store. Now you can make your own graham cracker pie crust or you can buy it from the store. I prefer to just buy it from the store because it's gonna be the same thing anyway. And I don't like extra work, so. There we go. Now if we can learn how to work an oven, that would help us out a lot. Okay, so I got my graham cracker crust right here, right? All I want to do at this point, I'm going to take my spoon, or take your fork if you're slow, And we're just gonna guide some cheesecake into the pan. Now I might have only made enough for 2, and if I did, that's fine, because that's perfect. Because I don't know how we're gonna eat 3 cheesecakes in a matter of a couple of days. But now also, I'm gonna do that thing though. Just over here. I'm gonna take this, and all I'm gonna do is just smooth it out a bit. That's all I'm doing, is just trying to make it as smooth as I can, spread it out, make sure it's evenly distributed amongst the pie crust. So it's okay if it's a little low, not too low, but a little bit.
The flour will most likely make it rise.
Yeah. Alright guys, so as you can see, that oven says 350. So that means this and that are going in here. So, open up your oven. Put your cheesecake in the oven. So, you're gonna wanna let this cook for an hour. And then, after that hour is over, you're gonna wanna turn the oven off, let it sit in there for another hour. And then you're gonna want to put it in the refrigerator where it can sit and it can cool down. Now, very important, after doing so, what you're gonna want to do is take your knife, a very shiny metal knife, and you're gonna want to get some hot water. Alright, now the water's hot. And this is for when you're cutting your cheesecake. But you guys aren't going to be able to see this part because it's going to be a while. And, you know, I don't feel like it. So, you're going to take this knife. Actually, you guys will probably see this part. Who am I kidding? We'll take this knife. And when you take the knife, warm, you're gonna slice through the cold cheesecake, like so. And don't forget, always cut with a hot knife.